Now, tonight's episode is exciting because Tsogo Sun, a lot of you guys would know they're in the hospitality industry. They're really big. They own multiple hotels all over the African continent. They've got a development program called Tsogo Sun Entrepreneurs. We're very excited to have them on the show tonight. And of course, we're discussing entrepreneurship. To my left, my first guest is representing Tsogo Sun. You are the corporate affairs for the group, right? Yes, Mrs. Todd Hill. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and I've got Upoti Nkosi. You are a jewelry designer, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, no, it's lovely to have you on the show. And I've got Mrs. Sinosi, and I would like to welcome you to the show too.
Thank you, Spoon.
Beautiful stuff. The first thing I want to say is this is not a show for like entertainment. Yes, I mean there's a bit of entertainment, but it's information that is critical, and the show goes out to a lot of entrepreneurs out there. So with that being said, I understand that you guys are not used to cameras in front of your face. You're entrepreneurs, so feel free. You're at home, just relax and don't be nervous at all. Starting with you, Mrs. Todd Hill, can you please tell us about the Tsogo Sun Entrepreneurs?
The Tsogo Sun Entrepreneurs is, as you said, a development program that develops small, medium and micro enterprises and emerging businesses in South Africa. The program started probably about 11 years ago. So it's been running for a long time. As we've gone along with the program, we've refined it and changed it so that we can respond to the needs of small businesses more appropriately.
What is the program about?
The program is specifically exists really to help and develop and support entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs running businesses and wanting to take their businesses from where they are currently to the next level. What do you do? What does your business do?
I design and manufacture jewelry. I run a small factory in Soweto.
Wow.
And we distribute our jewelry to shops like Westcliff Hotel,
okay.
Big 5 duty-free shop in OR Tambo, and we've got our own small retail outlet at the Bryanston Natural Market.
And sorry, I'll continue. Sorry.
The materials we use, it's silver, gold, platinum, palladium, gemstones and diamonds. We also offer bespoke design when a customer comes in, and we do a custom-made design for them. Yeah.
How did you get the knowledge?
I studied from the Soweto Jewelry School. It was a project done by the government and Anglo Gold. And then I later went to the UK and did internships. And then I later went to Hong Kong and did internships there as well. And then took the skill back and transferred it into our brothers in Soweto, taught them the skill. Yeah. And currently employ 3 part-time students from different colleges.
It's beautiful. So you're already empowering other people, you're employing people.
Yes. And I've got also 2 young people as well living with disabilities who's also joined us.
A part of the team. Yes. Okay, no, we'll come back to you just now. Mrs. Sinosi, what does your company do?
I'm running a cleaning services. I'm cleaning one of the hotels for Tsogo Sun at Garden Court Center City.
Oh, okay. And how did you get into business?
My mother was running a cleaning services there, so I had to take over after she passed on.
Yeah.
So they called me to take over my mother's company. That's where I came in.
Wow. How difficult has it been, or how easy has it been?
It was not easy. It was difficult because I didn't know anything about the business. But with the passion that I had for the business, I had to pursue myself and
it's nice, you know, there's gradual growth, and you just have that vision. You just want to grow this little baby of yours and look after it. And then you encounter programs like the Tsogo Sun Entrepreneurs. How did you know about it, and how did you get in touch? How did you get to be a part of it?
I knew about it because I'm servicing one of their hotels. Okay. So they always take us through all the workshops and all the workshops that we always attend. So that's how we knew about the program. And the other person who also introduced us to the program is Simon Liberty.
Yes.
Is one of the executive housekeeper, the person who's seeing all the housekeepers for Tsogo Sun.
Okay, that's beautiful. And what are some of the things that you've learned, seeing that you're finishing off your first year?
What I've learned to gain confidence. I used to have, lack of confidence.
Yes.
But with
the program,
it helped me to gain confidence.
Okay, and you're learning a lot of other skills you need to grow your business.
Yes.
Okay, and what are some of the things that you've learned, my brother?
We've done color accounting. We've done
color accounting. What is that?
Yes. It's basically it's a system that you use for accountability for your business, like invoicing, financial statements, how to read financial statements and to generate your own financial statements as a company.
And what else?
We've also done things like media, where they teach us how to present ourselves when we do interviews. We do power talks.
And I can see you guys are very professional, and I can see you're like sitting up straight, which is beautiful. But make yourselves at home, relax as much as you can.
Yes,
what do you think this program will take you?
It already taken my business to the next level, because already when customers interact with me and they come visit our retail shop and they see that we are part of Tsogo Sun, they gain confidence that such a company of such high level has confidence in us and is taking us through the trainings and things like that. So it's very humbling to be part of Tsogo Sun, but very also it creates more opportunities. Like I said earlier, when general customers they get more confidence when you say, I work with Tsogo Sun and I'm part of the program.
You guys have, when I say you guys, I'm talking about Tsogo Sun. You guys have been known to have done a lot of beautiful programs that empower communities. One of them recently, I was working with you guys a few months ago. I think it's a chess program for school kids, which is such a beautiful program. But why entrepreneurship?
Well, specifically, I think now in particular, even more so than it was 10 years ago, developing small businesses is key to the growth of the South African economy, A, and B, job creation. Now, the rate of unemployment in our country is extremely high. The local government and the national government has an undertaking of creating 20 million new jobs in 20 years. Now, businesses as they exist currently simply don't have the capacity to employ that many people. The no-brainer, the place to look, is to create people who can create businesses, who can create jobs. That, for us anyway, is how we see the future of this country.
What are some of the things you've had to go through, Mr. Ngowi? Because running a business is difficult. I run an energy drink business, Mo Fire, and the challenges I'm experiencing, cheapest. Sometimes I'm thinking, I understand why other celebrities just take endorsements and they just take pictures on camera. But running the business is not an easy thing.
No, it's very challenging, especially to come up with a startup capital. For example, I started selling cakes and sweets and washing cars.
Okay, look at it.
In Dube. Quite close to Vilakazi Street. That's where I started my business, selling sweets and washing cars, and I raised 25,000 rand, and I started just repairing jewelry. And later I won other awards, and I used that money to build a four-room facility, put equipment in there, and then started manufacturing my own designs. So it's a very slow, you have to let it grow organically, if I may put it that way.
And how do you deal with challenges or failure?
Well, failure, it's more a lesson in business, because you get to look, you can't make the same mistake twice. If you make a mistake today, you simply learn from it, and then you find a way to move around it.
And Mrs. Sonosi, moral support?
Regarding the challenges.
Because I do know, a lot of entrepreneurs, our families don't understand what we're doing. Sometimes you have to use money from the family into this thing. This thing of yours is not bringing money in. You are believing in something that's not there. We are not sure if it's going to work out,
I think I believed in myself, and I pushed myself to be where I am. The challenges I had, it was most with the staff regarding theft. It was
and
not knowing anything about financial all in all. So that's the challenges that I had. But with the program of Tsogo Sun, I've learned how to do financial. Now I'm in financial illiteracy. At least I can manage to manage the money. And then with the staff, with the challenges that I have, as I said, it was theft. I've managed to include my lawyers in so that they can be able to assist me with the cases for theft and
then also making your current staff understand how important it is for them to participate in helping you grow this business, because it'll keep them employed and their families eating.
And it makes them grow.
That's beautiful. And it's quite an honor to sit with you guys at one of your prestigious hotels and just to see the program grow from year to year. And I do know that a little bit later on the second section of the show, we'll be chatting to some other entrepreneurs. By the way, the selection criteria has been quite an interesting one, because there were a huge number of entrepreneurs, but this is the top 5, and the finalists are going to be announced at the end of the year. Can you please just run us through the program, the top 5, and all the way to the winner before we let you go?
So these are two of our finalists in the Tsogo Sun Entrepreneur of the Year Award, where we go through a very strict shortlisting process where they actually are required to enter. There's 152 entrepreneurs in the program at the moment. We send out an entry form they need to enter, and then we shortlist them based on criteria such as their financial performance of their business compared to their financial performance the previous year, etc. Very practical areas that we look at from a business point of view. And then we look at their story and their journey and where they came from and what their intention is, because how we measure success is by regarding a person's first intention and their primary intention, and then measuring what they've accomplished in relationship to what they said their intention was.
I actually think you guys even have potential to work on TV. You did very well, by the way. Thank you so much for coming to the show, and I really wish you well with your future. Grow those businesses and all the best with your families.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching. We're joined by entrepreneurs that are a part of Tsogo Sun Entrepreneurs. And as you guys, some of you guys have been watching, you know, the conversation that we had before the break, we're talking about entrepreneurship, and we're also talking about the program that they are a part of. And, you know, it's the beautiful thing is the program is teaching you guys not only pay it forward, but it is encouraging you to run a purposeful business. Now, I see a lot of people run businesses, but there's not a lot that run purposeful businesses. Now, for our next panel of guests, I'd like to introduce Sis Zinzi Masina, owner of a company called La M. Is La M, man?
It's La M Guest House.
Guest House. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Spoo.
Every entrepreneur's got their own, call it a punchline or a tagline. What is yours?
Well, I always say, when you look good, you feel good, and you do great things.
You do great things. And sitting next to you, I'd like to introduce to my viewers to the continent, also Macy Nkosi, owner of Belaboni Guest House.
Thank you for having me, Sbu.
And what is your punchline, ma'am?
It's feel good, be good at Tsogo Sun. This is Belaboni Guest House at Emalahleni.
Nice, I like that. So your business is in Emalahleni?
Yeah, boss.
Oh, a lot of people, Emalahleni means coal. So it's place of the coal, and that's where there's a lot of mines, right?
Yeah, a very rich, small town.
It's got a very rich history as well.
Exactly. Mines, power stations, powerful corporate business is booming in Emalahleni.
That's beautiful. I love the confidence. And as I look to you, Lucille Kremen, you're the owner of Cresco Tours, and welcome to the Kicking Doors 410.
Thank you very much. Privileged to be here. Thank you.
All right, and
can I use my punchline?
Yeah, please. Let's hear your punchline.
Creating unforgettable memories.
Creating unforgettable memories.
So when you come on tour with us, you walk away with unforgettable memories.
That's beautiful. And how am I gonna, experience unforgettable memories by experiencing Cresco Tours? How different are you guys in the market?
You have to use the small, what they say, TNTs, the small tiny touches.
Yeah.
So we'll give small gifts away that represent the tour that you did with us. We go the extra mile. We find out what you enjoy. We're a boutique tour operator, so we can cater for the smaller groups and give you what you want.
And what makes Belaboni stand out in the market?
Oh, Belaboni is a 4-star graded guest house that has won a lot of accolades, meaning that we are on the right path.
No, but we want you to brag. Give us some of the accolades that you guys have received.
I'm bragging even now for the fact that Tsogo Sun has put me here out of so many entrepreneurs. So this is more than enough. I've won the ETEA Awards for the province. I've won the F&B Woman of the Year. I've won the Best Woman Entrepreneur at Emalahleni. And Tsogo Sun, be careful, I'm coming.
What makes you an amazing leader?
I think I've branded my business in a very good way. And I'm a brand, as you can see me.
I can see.
My character just complements my business. And I know how to treat customers well. My staff as well. We are united. We are professional. We'll give you the best day that you have never seen.
And it's interesting that you guys are in the same industry. And I see you looking at her so confident. And you're like, I don't want you to look at her as competition. But what is it that unifies... let me not say young entrepreneurs, but people that run businesses that are in the same field, especially Tina Bandabamnyama?
We're from the same town, actually.
Okay.
Yes, so my Macy, I've known her since I was in high school.
Yeah.
So she was one of those, along with my mother and Mam Nomsa, last year's winner.
Wow.
So they've been an example for me.
Yeah.
I only started my establishment 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't consider them competition at all, because I've learned. I am here because of them. I'm here because of what I saw in them, the fire burning in them. I wanted to be one of them one day.
And that's one of the things they talk about in entrepreneurship. They always say there's strength through partnerships. That's why they encourage things like having mentors and being mentored by other people, and that you're your own competition. Just work with other people rather than seeing them as competition. Now, what has Laam experienced over the past year of being a part of the Tsogo Sun entrepreneurs from what they didn't have or the skill sets that they didn't possess before joining the program? Or how has the program helped your company?
The program helped me immensely. So I had contractors at the guest house. I just had beds, and then I had to make money too, because I had a vision. I had a 5-star guest house, a guest house that could offer something different. I'm a youngster myself. Woodbank is flooding with youngsters because of their job. So was plain, didn't have much. I thought I need to make money to upgrade it. So I had contractors, and this program got to a stage where I had the money from the contracts staying there to upgrade it. Every time I speak to the life coaches, a light clicks, because now I'm learning to think outside the box. I'm learning. I travel a lot, so everywhere I go now, I'm thinking, what is it that I can take from where I am and use it in the guest house? So it's big.
It's beautiful.
It's big, yeah.
And it's interesting. It's always nice to see, especially female entrepreneurs. I shouldn't even be saying that, because we should be seeing, it should be normal to have a lot of, female entrepreneurs and in a lot of male-dominated industries. I mean, I know your industry is very male-dominated tours. What are some of the challenges we've had to encounter as a female leader?
Oh, there's been a lot.
Yeah, I
but
can imagine.
I think the main thing is you don't see them. You work around the system. And that's how I've always worked the way. You work around the system. And the best thing is, if you come across the males, you ask them for advice and they will help you. That's what I think is so amazing about the tourism industry. People are there, they will help you and give you advice. And I tell everybody, go to your bodies or your networking sessions, or use your coaches. Don't wait for the coaches to come to you. Go to your coach. I phone my coach and say, or I email and say, can you help me? I need advice on whatever. My coach helps me. Just because sometimes you're so stuck in your little world, you can't see it, and you need someone from outside to help you in.
On the previous section, I was talking about people that are afraid to take that leap of faith. People who've been working in corporate for many years, and they feel it's time for them to go start their own business. And every year, it's like they think about the bills, they think about the kids, and they're just always afraid to just, take that leap of faith. And then the next thing you know, they're in their 50s and they just never started a business. What advice would you have for somebody like that?
I was in big corporate before, and I had a decent job. I was a brand manager. So my advice is make sure you've got at least 3 years salary behind you, because you're going to use it up really fast in the beginning, because some of your clients aren't going to pay you straight away. You're going to cash roll them. So I would tell you, have upfront and find good people around you that want to help and support you. You'll find even your friends are going to be there for you. So go for it.
But you also find that not all the time that friends are going to be there for you. I mean, I'm sure also, Macy, when you've experienced all sorts of different things from people around you. Because a lot of people don't understand how we think. When I say we, because I'm one of you guys, I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah, in this business, you need to be passionate, you need to be focused, you need to be disciplined, you need to know where each and every cent of your money comes from and how you use it. You need to respect the administration. People take that, especially financial management, it's important. So in case during the rainy days, you are able to withdraw from that shelf where you have saved and use that money to keep you going until that stormy season passes. So I'm respecting that, and I've made sure that I invest in properties around my guest house, because my intention is to build a hotel, is to have a franchise. So I'm buying, whenever I'm doing very well, because I know that when I buy a property, the investment goes, it appreciates. So that's how I save money. I don't save all my money in the bank. So I'm waiting for any rainy season. So if it's bad, I can rent out some of those properties and continue. So all I can say is that with Wheatbank, we had a lot of challenges because we know that Highveld closed last year, and it was one of our major clients. You know, Eskom, they had some challenges there and there, and it affected our business. But I had to think of plan B. Now I've got international guests. I'm almost fully booked with people from Botswana.
And how did you attract the international audience? Advertising, marketing, internet? What, like how?
Internet, using social media, trying to find out from businesses around me. I went to CTC. There's a CTC college next to my place. I know that they are training people from mines. I had to find out from their database who are their clients. So they gave me the contacts. I contacted them. So even now, I have more than 10 long-term stay from Botswana. So that is why I'm saying I get clients from Swaziland because I'm along N4, N12. I get clients from Mozambique. So I get local clients, so international and domestic. So yeah, we go on.
So entrepreneurs, think out of the box. You know, when the industry is getting stale or getting saturated, like, you know, just get out of your comfort zone and do extraordinary things to get you, you know, moving with the times and adapting into the market. Do you get any family support?
Do. Fortunately for me, my parents both quit their jobs. My mom was a teacher. My dad was in the government. They both retired and went into business. My mom actually is in the guest house business. I was her first employee.
Okay. Okay.
I did the cooking. I'm a very good cook.
Yes, she is. I know that.
I did the cooking. I was doing literally every day. I remember the first day was very crazy.
Yeah.
That's where I learned some on how to interact with guests.
So it's a passion that got you into this
It's a passion that I actually got from my mom as well.
Yeah.
And when I was working, I was working as a junior engineer. I did not like being there. I was like, no, I need to communicate with people. I need to keep busy. But there's a whole lot of support. The house that I'm using it as a guest house. Yeah. My mom bought it. It was not working. Luckily, I'm not spoiled. I'm not spoiled, so I'm not chilling. So I have to make my own money. I had to get up and then work towards it. The only thing I get from my mom is advice, and that helped Yana here and there. So I grew up around business.
That's beautiful.